It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Pracownia Piwa in Poland, Krakow in Poland, and well, it's another one of their beers which unfortunately has no label. Gold cap on this one. What I'm hoping is that you guys watching can help me out here with this little app. Does it want to work? There you go. And here's a list of the beers that it could be. The reason for this is that I was at the brewery back in July at a beer festival, landed in Krakow, went to the brewery, did a little tour, drank some great beer at the brewery, and he said, I've just got some beer bottled. I don't usually bottle beer, but I've got some bottled, but I haven't got the labels yet. But I really want you to go and try it. So, of course, so far the Pracownia Piwa beers have been absolutely fantastic. So I don't want to waste this moment. And I don't want to waste an opportunity not to drink a great beer. So, together with Untapped, we're going to attempt to work out what this beer is. Nice smoke on the opening. And a big waft. Here's the first clue then. The first clue is I just had a big waft of American hops. Oh yes indeed. Loads and loads of American hops. We're using the good man Thomas Kuiper's Orca Killer Whale glass. I think it's a fantastic beer, so I'm going to use his glass. So, okay, so let's have a look. Let's work this beer out together. The beer is a dark amber colour, loads of carbonation, 2 fingers of slightly off-white head. Some of you might have already guessed what this beer is. Aroma. Oh my goodness me, this is so hoppy. Oh, it's so, the aroma, the aromatics from this beer is wonderful. It's really pungent and grapefruity. Big aromas. There's peach, there's apricot, there's mango. Oh my goodness me, this smells absolutely fantastic. I've reviewed Imperial Stouts from these guys, Pracownia Piwa, Mr. Had. I've reviewed the Stout, which is a stunning beer. St. Joseph Street, 6 St. Joseph Street Stout. Brilliant beer. And this, well, and the American Hefeweizen, sorry, the German Hefeweizen. I'm thinking American because of the hops. But a German Hefeweizen style beer brewed with Brewer Schlau Pief. Right, okay, so let's have a quick look at this beer. So, it could be Hey Now American Pale Wheat Ale. It could be Smoky American IPA, Krakow American Pale Ale. It's not going to be a stout. It could be an American Pale Ale, Big Schmalowski. It's not going to be a smoke beer. A New Zealand Pale Ale called Vendetta. It's not going to be a black IPA. It's not going to be an English brown ale. It's not going to be a stout. It could be Pepik American Pale Ale. It could be Two Dragons American IPA. And it's not going to be the St. Joseph's. We've done that. And it could be Hoppy New Year. It's probably not going to be Hoppy New Year because we're in August. It was brewed in June, so it's not going to be that. Probably not going to be Hey Now either because it's not a wheat coloured ale. It's not a light coloured ale, so it's probably not that. I'm going to go with either Big Schmalowski, Krakow, Vendetta, Epic or Two Dragons. It's one of them. Let's get the taste. This smells wonderful. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. This is absolutely wonderful. Oh, I want to get more of that beer in, but it might be bottle condition, so I don't want to miss the beer up. It's a lovely colour. But blimey, flavours. The pungent, aromatic, hoppy aroma that I was getting up front just piles in. When you're tasting this beer, the aroma matches the taste. So you're getting big peach, apricot, grapefruit, mango flavours, and then a big onrush of bitterness on the back end. I'm going to say what I'm looking for to determine between an American Pale Ale style beer and an American IPA. Usually the IPAs are stronger. So what I'm going to look to do, the next clue will be I don't like to really think about the alcohol. I don't like to point out the alcohol content in a beer, but it will help determine the American Pale Ale or American IPA, what class of beer it is. You don't get any alcoholic taste whatsoever in this beer. It's all big, hoppy, malty, fantastic, flavoursome tasting brew. There's no alcohol, but I'm still gonna go an American IPA anyway, because the beer has got a great body. So there's going to be a lot of malt used in the beer, usually with a great malt build. The ABV is going to go a lot higher because of the malts, the sugars, everything else associated with a lot of malt in a beer. It's lovely and sweet up front. Nice carbonation wraps around the palate, but it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. Mango, citrus, grapefruit, that bitterness on the back end. So you got the sweetness up front, then it's a little malty, a little bready, and then all of the hop flavours that I mentioned, the mangoes, the peaches, the apricots, they're all in the middle. And then on the back end, it ramps up. The bitterness really ramps on the back of the palate here. And that, well, it's just wonderful stuff. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. What it gives you is so many different sensations all the way through the tasting. It's what craft beer is all about. It's shunning the boring, tasteless lagers that in European countries usually get bottled in green glass, which is ridiculous. So it's shunning that, skunky hoppiness, it's shunning that bland taste, it's shunning that watery feeling in the mouth. It's craft beer. And if you're watching around the world, if you're watching in America, if you're watching in the UK, I got a lot of viewers in Sweden, in Norway, in the Netherlands. If you've not tried craft beer from Poland, then you need to try some. You need to search websites, online beer stores, and you need to try and get some of this beer from Poland, because it's just been one massive joyride for me since I was contacted last October by the great Thomas Kuipra, a great man. Check out his channel on YouTube. He's a huge blogger in Poland, but he contacted me in October. He sent me a lot of beer, and it was just an amazing time, because the beer is great. The beer is absolutely wonderful. What happened was I was drinking your regular Polish Tyskie. I was reviewing Tyskie. I was reviewing some of the other beers. I can't quite remember their name on camera. Reviewing Lek, and I was reviewing other beers from Poland, and it wasn't craft beer at all. But I was interested, because I'm always interested in trying different beer from different countries. So Thomas sent me beer, some Pinter beer. It was amazing stuff. It was the Zeta Rilo. The first craft beer I had from Poland was Pinter Zeta Rilo, the black IPA. Absolutely brilliant beer. And then we go to Poland, we brew a beer in Poland, and then we go back and we judge in Poland. And all the time I'm drinking great Polish beer. So you've got to try it. You've really got to go out and try Polish beer. Greg Koch from Stone Brewing Company out in America, he heard about the craft beer scene out in Poland, and he travelled to Poland to try Polish craft beer, and he was very impressed. I watched a video with Thomas Kuipra, and he was very impressed with the beer scene in Poland. So don't ignore it. Go and see it. Go and check it out. Try some of their beer. And if you want to go there, you can fly from Stansted Airport in the UK. You can fly to Krakow for a couple of £100, and you can go to some of the beer bars in Krakow, and they're amazing. They got some great beer. Anyway, we must dive back. It's a long review. It's a bit of a long review because I've got just a couple more beers from Poland. I've got a couple left, and I don't want to rush it. You know, it's been a great time. It's been a great experience. I don't want to rush the review. I want to kind of talk to you guys, if you like, if you are still sitting there watching me. So I gotta make a decision on what this beer is. I think it's pushing double IPA. It's really tasty. So we got smoky American IPA. I don't think it's Krakow American Pale Ale. I don't think it's Big Schmowski American Pale Ale. I don't think it's the Vendetta New Zealand Pale Ale. It's not the Pepic American Pale Ale. It might be the Two Dragons, which is an American IPA. The reason why I say that is two. You could double. I'm just kind of trying to put it together. So it might be Two Dragons American IPA. Let's go into the app. Let's have a look. And if you see the colour, no, it's a different. Pardon me, it's a different colour. So, sorry, bear with me. Let's go back. Let's check the colour. That's a lady. That's the bottle label. And we don't have a colour. We don't, I'm sorry, but we don't. we have the label, and then we have a lady kind of growling at the screen there, and a lady with a glass, but it's not showing the beer. So it could be smoky. We'll never know. We'll never know. But hey, comment in the comments box. I'm going to put a Pracownia Piwa mystery beer, and then what I'll do when you comment and when you tell me what the beer is, then I'll change the headline of the video. But thank you very much, Poland, for having me brew a beer in your country, brew a pinter. Thank you for your hospitality. It's been wonderful. Thank you for the great food. Thank you for everything. Another great beer, Pracownia Piwa. This for me gets a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.